Algae isn't new. It's just new to you. Just like you didn't know about quinoa or chia or matcha or bone broth or a lot of these other nutritional interventions, I call them, which are so healing. They've existed in other countries for centuries. So as a food category, there are two main subcategories. One is called macroalgae, and the other one is called microalgae. I'm going to be talking about microalgae, and that's what spirulina and chlorella are, microalgae. But let me help you understand what macroalgae is. It's that stringy stuff that washes up on shore, also known as seaweed, dulse, or kelp. Those are all the same terms for the same thing. They are big stringy stuff from the sea, and it's called seaweed because it's only in the sea. You're going to find out microalgae is everywhere. So macroalgae, seaweed or dulse or kelp is good for you because it has high fiber and it has iodine because it's from the ocean, but it has virtually zero nutrition. I used to buy big bags of kelp noodles, and you could flip it over. A huge bag would have maybe 5 calories in it because there's zero nutrition. It's just fiber. So it's good for you because of the fiber and also the iodine if you're looking for iodine. So that's macroalgae. Microalgae is completely opposite. It either has zero fiber, spirulina has zero fiber because it's actually a bacteria, and chlorella, which we're going to talk about, has a little bit of fiber because it does belong to the plant kingdom. So microalgae, first of all, virtually zero fiber compared to macroalgae, which is all fiber. And microalgae has the highest concentration of nutrition in the universe, completely opposite to macroalgae, which has virtually zero nutrition. And this has been confirmed in tens of thousands of studies. It's endorsed by the United Nations as being the answer to world hunger because it has the highest concentration of protein. Spirulina, which is one of the main microalgae, has 3 times the amount of protein as steak or any other animal protein. NASA endorses both algae as having 1,000 times more nutrition than any other food, fruit, or vegetable. 1 to 1,000 in microalgae. Spirulina and chlorella are microalgae. And the other third distinction between macro and microalgae is macroalgae, seaweed, is only in the sea. Microalgae is everywhere. Yes, it's in the sea, but it's also in the rivers, the lakes, the streams, the soil, your swimming pool, your aquarium, everywhere. And it is responsible for 80% of the oxygen on Earth, and it feeds all of the sea animals. They're all fed by algae. The reason why spirulina and chlorella microalgae are so nutrient dense is they're so tiny. They're called microalgae because they're microscopic in size. You could get something like 1 million of these cells on the head of a pin. That's how tiny they are. So you can see they are completely opposite to macroalgae. Seaweed only in the ocean, zero nutrition, lots of fiber. Microalgae, zero fiber, literally spirulina, zero fiber, concentrated nutrition, and everywhere. When I got to algae and found out that it had the highest concentration of nutrients in the world, is the most alkaline food in the world, that there's 100,000 studies documenting the health benefits of it, that it's been used for thousands of years. It's been grown in Asia for 60 years. They take it every day there, every day, and they have the lowest obesity rates, cancer rates, best longevity in Japan. They take spirulina and chlorella every day. And it came in these little tiny tablets that you could swallow or chew. Each tablet has so much nutrition in it. It's equal to an entire plate of vegetables. No cooking, no cleaning. There's no fiber in spirulina, so no digestive distress. It lasts 3 years. What vegetable lasts 3 years? You can give it to your pets. You can give it to your newborns. You can give it to your teens. I thought, this is it. This is the magic answer for getting green alkaline nutrition into people, because there's tens of thousands of studies proving that plant-based nutrition help reduce cancer, help reduce heart disease, help reduce just about everything, Alzheimer's. But people have a hard time, eating vegetables. They're just hard to travel with, hard to digest. When you get older, and menopausal women, as you get older, you have fewer digestive enzymes. You probably can't eat a lot of fiber. I can't eat a lot of fiber. So this is the answer. We recommend 10 spirulina and 10 chlorella every day to fill nutritional gaps and give you all the nutrients that you're missing. By the way, as you get older, there are certain nutrients your body doesn't make anymore. And there's one called superoxide dismutase that we'll talk about. Algae has the highest concentration of it. Also, glutathione drops as you get older. Algae has the highest concentration of it. Chlorophyll is proven to help build your immune system. And as you get older, your hormones drop, and this also causes your immune system to drop. Algae has the highest concentration of it. It doesn't matter what you do with spirulina or chlorella algae, it seems to have the answer. And the fact that it's absolutely effortless is what makes it simple. So again, one tablet has the same nutrition as an entire plate of vegetables.
I don't know. That plate looks like it would be maybe half.
It's almost a pound of vegetables.
I was going to say 500 grams. Yeah. Or about a pound of vegetables. That's amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Who eats a pound of vegetables other than me? I mean, I do love vegetables, but I'm one of the exceptions, but I still take ENERGYbits because I do like to have a little bit of extra as well. And there's other stuff in algae that you don't get in the vegetables, right?
Yeah. And let's face it, there's so much glyphosate and pesticides used on vegetables. So when you're eating out, I mean, I love salads and I do love vegetables. Certain ones give me gas. And so I have to stay away from them. The cruciferous vegetables are good for you, but they give me gas. And so you never get gas from the algae. And so chlorella stimulates peristalsis, which is bowel movements. A lot of people use the vegetables to stimulate because of the fiber. And by the way, chlorella does have fiber, but a lot of people eat vegetables because they know they need the fiber to help with bowel movements. Well, chlorella gives it to you. Spirulina does not, but it's definitely chlorella. That's one of the benefits why you want to take both of them. But
how much fiber do you have in like the 10 tablets? Have you ever calculated that?
I don't think I have the actual, I don't have it in front of me, but it's a small amount, but chlorella has the hardest cellulose wall in the plant kingdom. And this is why it also pulls out toxins. It pulls out all the heavy metals, glyphosate, pesticides. So that fiber, even though it's a small quantity, is very powerful because of its detox and chelation capabilities. Spirulina has zero fiber because it is a bacteria. It has no cellulose wall, which is why it's safe for newborns, children, because there's nothing for your body to digest. It just absorbs it instantly. Because it's not what you eat, it's what you absorb. And if you chew the spirulina, it is an acquired taste because it's very chewy because of the protein and the essential fatty acids. So most people do swallow it, but it doesn't matter. It's still absorbed almost instantly because spirulina has no cellulose wall. So all of the protein, all the aminos, all the 40 vitamins, minerals, and most importantly, that superoxide dismutase gets absorbed quickly. And so does the blue phycocyanin, which has these cancer killing properties.
I love that that you keep mentioning you could swallow. You're right. They do taste, it's an acquired taste. And I love that they're in these tablets. And I first found them when I was at a biohacking conference years ago. And I was like, this is a brilliant idea because up until then I was using powders and I'd put it in, I think, oh, there's a lot of protein in here. And I'm going to put it in my protein shake. And it was like, I just couldn't taste it. And I was like, how am I going to get this stuff inside me? Yeah. And so that's why I love that you call them bits, and they are little teeny tiny bits and they can be taken super easily. So thank you for creating that just solving that problem.
I don't want to take full credit for that because that's how they use it in Asia. Yes, it's available in powder, but this is how they've been using it in Asia for 60 years. So I didn't come up with it. I just discovered it. And so as people listen to this, hopefully you're starting to realize that algae isn't new. It's just new to you. Just like you didn't know about quinoa or chia or matcha or bone broth or a lot of these other nutritional interventions, I call them, which are so healing. They've existed in other countries for centuries. The Aztecs in Mexico survived on spirulina 250 years ago. It was because they grew spirulina in these big ponds. And when the Spanish invaded, they thought the ponds were just marshes and pond scum. So they drained them. That had previously been their main source of food for the Aztecs. And so they got so weak that the Spanish conquered them because they no longer had spirulina. So I want people to understand what you're hearing from me is I've spent 14 years researching the nutrient powers and efficacy of the nutrients in spirulina and chlorella, but it's not new. And why should the Asians be the only ones benefiting from this? They know about it. They've used it. They use it daily. I think it's your turn. And so I take a lot of pride in helping take very complicated science and explaining it to people so that you can understand this is the most effortless way to protect yourself and regain your health. And you're going to find out that spirulina and chlorella do completely different things in your body. But I call spirulina your nutritional insurance. It fills all your nutritional gaps, ones you don't even know about, particularly if you're menopausal, because your body is no longer producing certain nutrients that you absolutely need to survive. And chlorella is, you're going to find out, I call it your health insurance because it builds your immune system and pulls out toxins and keeps you healthy. So it's a health wellness algae, and spirulina is a nourishing, energizing algae. It energizes you mentally and physically, but most importantly at the mitochondria level.